Okay guys, I'm going to show you a little specialty shot with channel lock. How releasing the golf club early on your shaft plane, how you can hit it super high. All right, right there's the pin. Look how tall this tree is. Super tall. From that pin to where my ball is, it's going to be about 75 to 80 yards, right in that range. I've got to get it up over this tree. I can't go underneath because it's so wet underneath it. So we're just going to step back a few steps, and I'm going to put you, what I'm going to have to do is lean the camera back where you can see it going over the tree, okay? You're not going to see the ball position in this, so you have to take my word for that. But let's see if you're leaned back far enough. Okay, yeah. All right. Now I'm in the rough because it's so wet. I'm having to hit out of the rough. If the ball was buried in the rough, I'm gonna give myself a good lie. If it was buried, I would not be able to hit it over this tree. It would make it much harder and make the shot a lot more risky. So I'm gonna give myself a good lie. Now, I'm using my most lofted club, and I'm gonna show you how you add loft to your channel lock golf swing, okay? It's going to be off my rear foot. I'm going to keep my 5 o'clock nose. That is a must with this golf shot. You can even put a little bit of pre-turn in it. That'll help you even more to get your chest back there. Now, if you watch from this angle, go to the top. I'm going to release the club early. Release it early. Now look how that is pointing straight up to the sky. If I had a middle or forward ball position, I would hit it, probably hit it in the head of the ball, and I would hit a skull. So with that rear ball position, it allows me to hit this golf shot. Now, the key to this shot, there are two very, very important things. You have to swing it on your shaft plane. It's got to be on plane, and you've got to put a little speed into this shot and trust it. So I'm going to really accelerate that golf club. The speed and the loft I'm adding by my hand. My right hand is doing that. It's just going up to the sky. You see that? Boom. So the loft that I'm adding and the speed is going to help me get it up over this tree. I don't know many people who try to hit it over that tree. They're going to go under. I've played here for several years, and from this distance, I don't know very many people that hit it over that tree. All right, let's demonstrate. I believe in demonstration when it comes to this. All right, rear ball, little pre-turn. I'm gonna add a little speed to it and throw it over the tree. Early release. All right, let's go up there and see what we got. It's a good shot, by the way. Now, look at this. I mean, that is a super, super tall tree. And I'll show you the back side of it. I mean, I would take that 1,000 out of 1,000 times and never ever hit. There's the tree. Right there's the tree. There's the ball. That is off a rear foot early release with channel lock, which adds loft. Don't recommend adding loft all the time, but if you need to hit that high shot off a rear ball position, that's how you do it. Right there's where it hit, stopped. So that's a pretty close little birdie putt. So you can hit the ball extremely high with a rear ball position, no problem. It all comes down to how much speed you put into it, and the early release will add the loft to the golf club, so you have to understand that. So when I talk about the lowercase y, from releasing it early to late, and everything in between will determine your ball flight and how high you hit the golf ball. That'll play a big part in it. So Hope you enjoyed that. All right, guys, we're talking about the lowercase y, or the hinge, and how it can help you with different trajectories. The earlier I release that lowercase y, the more loft I add to my golf club. And your hand will look like this to hit it high. The palm of your hand will go towards the sky. If I want to hit it low, that palm is more on top of it and facing towards the ground, okay? So at what point you release this, and your swing will have an effect over your trajectory. Other things that will affect it is the loft on your actual club. So I'm going to take a 6-iron. You can take a 5, 4, 7, 8, whatever you want to do. I can do this with every club in my bag, but for this lesson, 6-iron, and I'm going to choke down on this club. That'll help give me a little bit more control, just gripping down on it. For this drill, I'm going to hit the base of this tree. It's going to demonstrate that I can start the ball low and start it on the line that I want to. So I really believe in demonstration when it comes to things you're trying to teach. Okay, right off the tree, just like I said. All right, now I'm going to go a little bit higher. We'll go still on the base of the tree, but just a little bit higher. So how do I do that? I'm going to release it just a little bit sooner. I won't have as much of the hinge. And this is a thing you have to practice. This is a thing you have to develop. This is just a pathway of learning how to do this. You gotta love that. Right off the tire of my golf cart right behind you. I love that. So that's just a little demonstration of controlling your trajectory, hitting back into the grain here, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a divot. Plus that's a little bit more of a trapping motion, so you might get a little bit steeper on it. Now when I use this in my full swing, you'll see me a lot of times if I'm trying to hit let's say I have a 180-yard shot, you'll see me at impact a lot of times where I'm like that right there. Now you have to understand, the more speed you put into that shot and the more this trail shoulder works up, you'll hit it higher when you do that. So but the thing I'm trying to show you with these videos is there's no one exact way of doing anything. You have to practice and develop these skills, and do things where you don't get bored. I mean, a lot of people think I'm crazy for hitting into a tree right here, but it's great practice, target practice right there. If you can do that, you know you're starting the ball on the line you want, you're hitting the trajectory you want, and so if you can do that, that's a great thing. All really good ball strikers can control the flight of their ball. All right, they see different windows that they're going to hit it through. I wish I had like you see on a lot of the shows where they have a pane of glass, different ones. I would love to do that drill and compete in that, because I think that'd be so much fun doing that. But just want to share that with you, and we will have some more lessons coming your way. Stay tuned, and have a good day.